Mishia Madness and Motivation Podcast. This podcast is for anyone wanting to evolve in every aspect of their life. Do you want to be better and live life to your fullest potential? Tune in with your host, blogger, entrepreneur, and beauty executive, Mishia.
Good afternoon, and welcome back to Misha's Madness and Motivation Podcast. It's Thursday, and I hope you are doing fabulous today. I'm doing good. I just wanted to check in with you guys because I'm on this every 2 week schedule, it seems. So I'm just going to go with it. I have been working on a lot of things. So if I only have the time every 2 weeks, then that is just what it is. I could, back myself up and have, a sitting where it's like 3 hours straight where I pre-record the episodes, but I like to record the episodes really close to the time that they are going to be released. So since, my podcast date, or the day of the week that I like to broadcast to you guys is on Thursday, the soonest that I will record is Wednesday evening. So I don't really like to not be up to date because I feel like it's kind of old and I don't know, the energy may feel different, and I kind of want to be in the moment with you guys so that when you hear it, I don't know. I don't even know. There doesn't even have to be a reason why, but I just like it to be very, very fresh, for a lack of a better word. So, hey guys, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but if you do not, you should go check out Everything Namari on Instagram. I recently did an IGTV where I shared my hair growth results, my hair routine. I showed off some amazing products that I absolutely love, and go check that out and support me. Leave a comment, follow me, I follow back. So other than that, I have been reading 50 Cent's newest book, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. I believe that's the title of it. Yes, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter by Curtis Jackson. If you have not heard of this book, or if you have not read this book, I am not even finished with the book yet. I'm almost finished. I'll probably finish it tonight, but it is really, really good. It's really good, and it's very relatable. And I just want to share with you guys a few of the points that I've taken away from it so far, because if you do follow me on Instagram, you know that I recently ordered a new book. This new book that I'm going to read after 50 Cent's new book is about network marketing. So I'm really excited to get into that to see what I can learn. But in 50 Cent's book, he speaks about how today a lot of people frown upon internships and the whole idea of working for free. And that was like a very interesting section of the book for me to read, because when I went to school, when I went to beauty school, for example, my instructor, she told us from the very first day, a lot of people come to get their cosmetology license for the money. They want to do hair for the money. Yes, it looks very glamorous. It looks, very this and that and royalty. But the truth of the matter is, if you want to make it big and if you want to do great things and you want to have access to all of the amazing places and do hair at exclusive events and things like that, you have to be willing to intern or do work for free. Like, my instructor in beauty school just flat out told us, you're going to do a lot of free hair. And, a lot of the girls kind of turned up their face like, no, if I'm paying thousands of dollars for this license, I absolutely will not be doing free hair. But I understood from the very beginning that you will do a lot of free things. She even told us stories of how she's done a lot of free work when she first started. It's because you have to establish yourself. You know, if you are fresh out of beauty school, yeah, you got your license. Congratulations to you, but there is so much to learn in beauty school, and so people understand that you did not necessarily master things in beauty school. So to come out and say, yeah, I'm going to put, 80 foils in your head, it's like, I'll let you do it and practice on me to see how it comes out, but I don't know if I'm ready to commit to paying my hard-earned green, to see just if you can do it or not. So even me personally, I've done a lot of free work with hair, with waxing. I've done a lot of free work, and it doesn't bother me, because at the end of the day, when they turn around and they see their wax, or they feel their wax, or they see their hair, they see their lashes or their brows, they're like, oh girl, no, this is worth money, then they see your value. So that really stuck out to me in the book, because it's not every day that you hear people, especially in today's age, like he mentioned, it's not common that people are willing to work for free. They're like, no, they try and slave you. People barely want to work for pay. So they're definitely taking working for free off of the table for sure. So that was something in the book that really jumped out to me, because it's a good quality to have, to be willing to work for free, to be of service. That's really all what it boils down to. You have to be open to being of service, to other people. Another point that he made, before I go on from the internships, he was saying, that's a way for you to get your foot in the door, because he had done an internship, or no, what did he do? He signed to Interscope Records. This was right after he had been shot 9 times and his mouth had been wired shut. And so he signed to Interscope Records, and he already had his album together, but he said that they were stalling and they weren't putting his projects out. So he said what he did was he showed up every single day early, and what he would do was spend time in each department of Interscope Records, and he would learn what, the A&R people do, what different producers do, the PR people, your image, your artwork, your events and stuff like that, the people that control those things. He said, he went and he interned basically, and he learned so much. And what he realized doing that was that there's only so much that Interscope Records could do for him at that moment. Yeah, the music's ready, but in order to book you for these magazines, and in order to book you for these interviews, to get the word out about the album, you personally, him as 50 Cent, he had to have already done the groundwork so people would want to book him, so that when his agent called and say, hey, I'm representing 50 Cent and we need to be on your TV show today to talk about this new album, when they made that call, instead of saying, well, who is 50 Cent, or oh, he's a little problematic, or I don't know if he's worth taking the chance on. So if he had not done the interning, and instead of, nagging the label of, oh, put my record out, why are you not putting my record out? Or, you see a lot of artists, I don't know if a lot of my listeners are into hip hop, but you do see a lot of hip hop artists nowadays. They just want to put their music out, and there's really no work ethic behind it. They're not really in it for free work. You see a lot of new artists who are already looking to be paid for features and etc. So I just say all of that to say, because it really jumped out to me. Sometimes you just have to put yourself out there, and if you really are worth something, if you do hold value and you bring value to the table, you doing that one free haircut, or you doing that one free painting, or you doing that one free oil change is not going to make or break your career. Actually, I don't want to say it's not going to make or break your career, because it could make your career if you do a free haircut on someone and it's so good, and then now you have secured not only a returning client who is going to pay for the remainder of their haircuts, and they'll probably even add things on, they are going to be so impressed and see the value in you that they are going to refer you to their family, their friends, anyone who will listen. So that one free haircut just put money in your pocket, honestly, and it just put status behind your name. But a lot of people, I realize, are just looking for quick results, quick satisfaction, a quick turnaround. They're not really willing to put in the work, and they are not only that they are not willing to put in the work, but when they do put in the work, they're looking to get paid, and they're looking for success to be kind of overnight, if that makes sense to you guys. So, one last thing that I do want to share with you guys that I did relate to with the book so far, because like I said, I'm not done, but he had a sub chapter titled "Just Do Shit," and that's the truth. Like, just show up and show out. Like, that definitely jumped out to me as well, because basically he was saying how he was at one of Jamie Foxx's party, and Jamie Foxx was telling him, this guy 50 Cent, he just does shit. Congratulations to him on, his recent successes or whatever was going on at the moment. But that's definitely a good attitude to have. If you are looking to change careers, if you are into different hobbies that, maybe no one around you would even know that you're interested in, do not ask permission. Another thing he said is, a lot of people are searching to get answers from the quote unquote gatekeepers, because he's in the hip hop industry of, oh, well, can I make music like this? Can I do this? Can I have my own sound? Can I have my own look? Should I put out this song now? They're just looking for too many people to give them direction, when really you set the tone for your own life and just do it. Just do it, go for it, put yourself out there, show up and show out. Like, that's how I live my life. I'm not looking for anyone to say, oh yeah, that would be a great idea. I mean, half the time the ideas that I have, people are like, are you sure? It doesn't sound like a great idea. So you definitely have to be able to stand on your own and jump out the window to do the things that are gonna push you forward, and push the needle. So I love that. It's called Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter by 50 Cent. Those are just a few key things that really inspired me, and jumped out to me. I was just like, very satisfied to read his perspective on the things that he's talked about so far in the book. The book is really good. It really is really good, and it's nice to hear 50 Cent's input, because I believe this is his first book that he's not published, but that he has written on his own. Like, he's the only author of this book. I believe the other book that he was a part of, he was a co-author, and even then I don't believe that he was the main author. I think he just gave his 2 cents on topics that were already predetermined, so not necessarily anything that he wanted to talk about. Not to say he didn't want to talk about it, because he did do the book, but I believe that this is his first solo book venture, and I don't even know him, but proud of you, 50 Cent, if you're listening to my podcast. I do also want to update you guys on my business. So the last episode of Madness and Motivation, I was like halfway venting, halfway inspiring you guys, because even though I was venting and I was telling you guys that I was going through something where, the people that I would have thought that would be like behind me 100% were kind of not, and it was really eye-opening, and then a lot of the things that were being said to me and questioned of me really just made me take a step back and first say what the fuck is going on because of who it was coming from. And then to also be like, what do I even do here? Just to assess the entire situation. So the last episode, I was kind of venting, but let me just also, a quick aside. I usually do not play back the podcast episodes. I usually just one take, record it, and I'll send it out. In the beginning, I was very heavy on taking out all of my ums and making everything sound extremely, extremely polished. But I do believe that I've become a better speaker, and I also don't really want to waste too much time on editing out all this raw realness. But yes, last episode, I didn't play it back, but I do believe that I was being pretty inspiring to you guys because I was pretty fired up, and I was in a mind state at the time of screw what anyone is saying, screw all of the naysayers. This is what I'm doing. I'm pumped about it, and the results that I plan to work hard to get and that I know that I'm going to see down the road is just all worth it for me to piss a few people off that I thought would have my back, And so since that episode, business has been really good. I've continued to keep that same attitude of no matter what is thrown in your direction, you're going to use that to build upon and, basically build an empire. So I just wanted to let you guys know that business is good. And my little sister, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think she had signed up last week. So my little sister Cece, she is officially my business partner, and I'm so excited. I know she's gonna kill it, and I just want to share that with you guys. Shout out to Sierra. I'm so proud of you, and I just know that you are gonna just do great things, and you're so young, and this is just only the beginning. So another thing about the business that I realized was I don't want to talk about the money that I make from the business as much. And it's not that I feel like, it's wrong to talk about being rewarded for the effort that you put in. If I'm going hard or if you're going hard or if whoever's going hard and they're working and busting their butt to make a paycheck and they get that paycheck and that paycheck is cha-chinging, so what if they want to say, yo, I work so hard, I can't believe I'm making money, but what I am realizing, especially now in a time where I guess I'm just switching roles a little bit in directions, and so it has a few people with their antennas up, like, what is this girl doing? What is she going to be doing next? And because I already have so many naysayers, I don't want to get in a habit of talking too much about the financial reward so much of the business. But if you would like to be my business partner, by all means, please do personally message me or email me, and we can talk the business all day, every day. I absolutely love it. The rewards are awesome. The team is awesome. Everything about it, I absolutely love. I just don't want it to come off as if I am being braggadocious or really that's it. I don't want anyone, or that I am doing it for the money, because the business is so closely knitted in the beauty industry. I never want people to assume that I have partnered with this company only for the money. Yes, we all need to make a living. Yes, the money is great. It's nice to be able to go and get your nails done. It's nice to be able to go and buy food when you're hungry, and soap when you need to wash, and toilet tissue and stuff like that. Put gas in your car and stuff. All of that stuff is nice and it's necessary. But when you have people who are already looking at the things that you are doing as like they're questioning it, they're not even looking at it in any type of way, they're just kind of questioning it. I don't want right now, especially at such a critical point of this is like my turning point, honestly. And I am a very self-aware person, so I can see this as being a turning point, and I can see how it may be like, all right, Mish, what are you doing? None of this makes sense. Please explain. I just see you, going really hard and posting that, oh, you've got another deposit from being in this business. And, I don't want it to look superficial at all. I don't. That's not even who I am as a person. I'm just going to shy away from that. And I don't know why I felt the need to even speak on it, but it's out there now. I spoke on it. So that's that on that. I just, I love helping people feel confident with their natural hair and skin, and money cannot buy that. Even if I wasn't partnered with this company, I would still be serving others. Money just definitely cannot buy that. Money cannot buy the feeling of gratitude, happiness, any of that. So if you're looking to join the business, please head over to Instagram, Everything Namari. If you are looking for some better hair or skincare products, if you need a change in your skin, if it's too dull, too dry, breakouts, anything, dark marks, any problem you're having, too much dandruff, please holla at your girl. I got you. I'm over on Instagram at Everything Namari. You could probably even, well, no, it wouldn't make sense to comment below the podcast because even though I will see it, it'll just be too much back and forth before I can actually get a hold of you probably, or you a hold of me. So the best way to contact me regarding the business or your hair and skincare issues is to go directly to my Instagram. You can click the link in my bio. There's a hair quiz there. There's a skin quiz there. And it's just some basic questions to help me get to know you better so that I can help you. So you're going to basically help me help you, and we can get you started on what, are the best products that I have to offer for you. And if you're interested in learning more about the business, there's also a join the business button. And I'm using Linktree, and Linktree for a while, maybe for a month now, they have this feature where it is anti-racism. So I think that that's also cool. There's ways to sign petitions on there. You can find your Black Lives Matter movement group in your neighborhood, ways to show up, ways to donate, register to vote, everything. You can do all of that right through my Instagram on my link that's in my bio. So that's nice too. What else is going on? Oh, guys, guess what? I'm super, super excited. This is so crazy that this is like the last thing for me to be talking about today, because I am so excited. First of all, it's July. And around this time last year, I was at this desk job and I had just started the blog, my Everything Namari blog at everythingnamari.com. It's a beauty entrepreneur blog. And yeah, it's going to be a full year on July 7th. And so what I'm doing on July 7th is bringing the blog back. So it's going to be a second season, or the second leg. I don't know if I can call it a season if it's not like video, but the second season of the blog will be up and running on July 7th, as well as a updated website. So my website has been the same since July 7th of last year. The blog is up there. The last blog post was posted January 5th of this year, 2020. And I am so excited to start this back. It's going to be our 1 year anniversary. So what's new about the blog, this leg, is that I'm only going to be focusing on beauty and business. So not necessarily the beauty business, but beauty and then business in general, just being an entrepreneur. And I'm going to be leaving the motivation solely for this podcast, Mishia's Madness and Motivation. So I have it and I can connect with you guys, voice to ear. And that works for me. And I know that I'm naturally motivating and inspiring, but I will no longer be dedicating blog posts to motivation, only on the podcast. So it'll shine through regardless because it's a part of who I am, but I'm just letting you guys know that if you are looking to be motivated and inspired, please keep tuning in with me here, and so you can, get your dosage of Mish, and so you can hear my voice, of course. And before we go, I would like to do a quote of the day with everyone, just to, make sure you're really, really gonna go out there today on this beautiful Thursday and live your best life. So the quote of the day is from Anonymous, and it says, "Someday is not a day of the week." Someday is not a day of the week. So take from that what you will, but what I will add to that is put a date on it. Stop playing. Get out here and get it. That was with a period at the end. Just get out here and get it. Okay, as always, guys, I am hoping that you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. And until next time, guys, I will be checking back in with you guys in next Thursday.
Mishia Madness and Motivation Podcast was ecstatic to have you today. Until next time.